with eyes gently closed. As you make yourself comfortable, physically by sitting in any seated posture, except for those who have knee problems who can sit on a chair or with straight legs on a bed. Everyone makes an attempt to sit in a meditative posture, which is Padmasan, Ardha Padmasan, Vajrasan, Veerasan, Siddhasan, Siddhayoni Asan. You'll find all these if you put them on a search on YouTube. So you can just subscribe to my channel where we've been regularly posting videos. It is important to sit in a meditative posture while doing breath work rather than lying down. Try to slowly withdraw your mind to bring your awareness on the chest, embedding your stare, your drishti, your mind's eye very deeply within the heart and the space around. Heart called Hriday, space around called Akash, Hriday Akash. Staying very steady, no neck movement, no back movement. And untilted, which means equal weight on both hips. Bring back the awareness to the Hriday Akash to do Hriday Akash Dharana. Any meditation, any focus can also be done in Unmani, which is open-eyed stare. Only at that time we cannot look at things around and judge them. An unwashed curtain, a wall, a wardrobe, a cupboard, a closet, a person passing by. It's just a mindless stare. So either we keep eyes closed to take the mind's eye at the Hriday Akash, or we stare at a wall blankly in Unmani to stare with the mind's eye at Hriday Akash. Starting to deepen your inhalations, fill your awesome lungs with oxygenated air. These lungs are special. In this half a decade, I've already come across 6 of them who've been through lung transplant. Lung transplant is a big one. It means actually getting the lungs of someone else because your lungs don't function. So while we inhale and inflate our lungs to a point where oxygenated air is totally filled, so much in the lungs that they come out of the rib cage. And we hold the inhalation for that oxygenated air to do some good work in not only our lungs, but our whole body. At that time, we use gratitude. And then start exhaling to empty the lungs of expended air. No rush to exhale. If we don't have the sensitivity to watch the fullness and the emptiness while we are still exhaling, our exhale is long, then we can also place our palms on our Hriday. And we will immediately notice that the palm is sensing the lub-dub, the heartbeat, and the inhales and the exhales are happening. Meditate on the heart, Hridayakash Dharana. Hriday, heart. Akash, space around it. Dharana, focus, concentration, meditation. Now on your own, 2 more rounds. Hriday Akash Dharana in what is called Savitri Pranayam. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Purak, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Antarkumbhak, 2, 3, 4. Rechak, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bahir Kumbhak, 2, 3, 4. Gently lift the arms, the palms, and cover the neck. So from the heart, in case your palms were placed on the heart, if not, that's even better. Just slide your palms in such a way that you're holding your neck. So the thumb is towards one earlobe and the 4 fingers towards the other. On that is the other palm. This is a very loving, tender, gentle touch. It's not a strangling one. Very loving, tender, gentle touch. Let's do Ujjayi now. We just did Savitri Pranayam with Hridayakash Dharana. We are now going to do Ujjayi. Beginners will open their mouth wide and inhale and exhale. Those who know how to do Ujjayi will close their mouth and do the same, rubbing inhaled and exhaled air in the throat pit. Remember not to choke yourself at the neck. This is love. Don't lift your elbows too high. You don't have to lift them at shoulder level. You have to drop them in a relax. Ujjayi breathing has innumerable benefits. Anyone who's trying it with an open mouth, in case you're a beginner, in case you've missed most sessions earlier, because Ujjayi is done almost in every session, because Ujjayi has innumerable benefits. Then by now you can close your mouth because you know where the inhaled and exhaled air has friction. See how concentrating with the palms, whether it was on your hriday or whether it was on your throat, whether they were on your hriday or whether they were on your throat, helps in the focus even more. There's some heat generated, some urja generated from the hatheli, which is the palm centers, the palm. Urja, pranic energy, which is healing you further from coughs, colds, congestions, throat problems, thyroid problems, fears related with relationships, anxieties related with finances. We are reversing those with this caress, with this love. Ujjayi comes from the word Ujjapi. Ujjapi means on top. It's a very Sanskrit come Magdhi word. The best, victorious. That's Ujjayi. Ujjayi has no contraindications, only benefits, no hidden dangers, only win-win. Through the friction in the throat pit, rub inhaled air. From my teacher's training thrice several times, in fact, at the Himalayan Institute to the south, I've had teachers and mentors from the west of the country in Rajasthan to Bihar school in Munger. So I am giving you a package of everything that works, the best test. You don't have to go around looking for more than. So while I am doing anything on a video or a workshop or the morning sessions or the 7:30 a.m. or teacher's training, just do what I'm showing you. When you do your own breath work, you can practice from my YouTube channels or just anything that you feel like on your own. But at that time, don't use any other variations. Last round. Bring the palms down to sit in Vajrasana now. Vajrasana is the adamantine pose where the hips are rested on the heels, knees are bent. Those who have knee problems will do this on a chair or with straight legs. Palms down on the yoga mats. To do Swan Pranayam. In Swan Pranayam, once the palms are off from anywhere else that you may have held them at, press them down well and make sure your wrist is twisted very well. Your fingers are towards your groin. We're going to do Swan Pranayam where we stick the tongue out and look cockeyed into the nose this way. And we fully inhale and exhale. The panting dog, Swan. To improve your Kapalabhatis, which is a cleanser, a Shodhan Kriya, and to improve your Bhastrikas, which is the bellows breath, which themselves have innumerable benefits. Kapalbhati is a cleanser. Bhastrika is a pranayam, an energizing and a vitalizing one. Both these get better and more resonant with Swan Pranayam's practice. You've just produced some amazing saliva in your mouth, which if it is still unbrushed, you can use this saliva for any acne, pimples, dark circles, growing eyelashes, around the eyes, inside the eyes for myopia, macular degeneration. You can use it on bald patches in the head, alopecia. It is a very, very potent rescue healer. Your saliva, the morning saliva. Repeat Swan Pranayam one more time. Produce your saliva once again and apply it wherever need be. We are never producing enough saliva, enough sweat, enough urine to rub them once again on places where we want to heal. We want to continue remaining unwell because we don't want to just invest in a few minutes of breath work, asanas, pranayams, mudras, and bandhs. But know that for those of us who invested in it, their few minutes have got Amazing benefits. For this, you will have to put in your own efforts. No one else can send energies and heal you except your own selves. On finishing Swan Pranayam, on account of my regular practice with breathwork, there is no cough or any discomfort coming out of me. But for beginners, it can go into a little bit of a cough. No worries at all. Just stay in regular practice. The twisted wrists are a mudra to reverse carpal tunnel syndrome and other arm problems. The Nasagraha mudra is a mudra to reverse eye problems. The Vajrasana is an asana to lessen circulation in the legs and increase the circulation in the upper body. How many benefits do I mention? Innumerable ones. Use your saliva into your eyes or bald patches or under the dark circles or wrinkles or pimples or darkening or pigmentation or freckles. Do this always, unbrushed mouth. And start watching the results immediately from the 7th time. Write the gratitude of the benefits that you may have experienced. Write a gratitude to yourself for having invested in your time. Write a gratitude to me for keeping on reminding you and putting a mirror in front of you. All this in your gratitude journal. Continuing to keep knees apart, come into a twist. Shoulders are parallel to the wall on that side, whichever side you've twisted. Retwist your head, bring it on the shoulder blade. And do one abdominal Kapalbhati, one abdominal Bhastrika. Kapalbhati is an exhalation. Bhastrika is an inhale and an exhale. All this abdominal. Same on the other side. Prasarita Pad Vajrasan in the asana, abdominal Kapalabhati cleanser, and a pranayam in the pranayam. Alternate so that you are aware, your focus and drashti is on alternating them, and twist to keep the vertebral column supple, to get a well-sculpted body, and to address the secretions of the endocrine system's glands. Hiral, even when I'm giving instructions, don't take a pause. Continue. Okay, all of you. Nina and Falaben. Falaben, you're excused. Nina, second time I'm making a request to open the video. Please open the video. Otherwise, I'll remove you right away. Discontinue the practice. Collect the knees. Thumbs into fists. Fists below navel. It's called Adi Mudra. Come back to the center. Collect your knees. Come in Adi Mudra. Inhale fully. Lift your head. Exhale completely. Go down from the trunk and then drop the head. Inhale, come up again. And repeat this 2 more times. Adi Mudra has several benefits. It's very, very immunity creating. Adi Mudra. And going down in Mandokasan removes any extra gas, physical gas in the organs, the liver, the spleen, the stomach, the large and small intestines, the gallbladder. So it activates our intestines. You can massage the abdomen when you're down, holding your exhalation. Make sure your chest, your nipples go down first and then the head. Come back. Get into Padmasana again. Watch your breath. Notice how you feel at this time as you're watching your breath. One need not necessarily close one's eyes to be in meditation. Staring mindlessly in Unmani is also meditation. But the moment we make a judgment about anything, the moment we get attached or feel averse to something, the moment we like or dislike something, immediately we are making a judgment. As long as we do not judge, we are meditating. If that is difficult, we can practice other methods like chanting, mantra smaran, following yoga nidras. However, one needs to come over those all to find one's own space to stay away from scattered thoughts and patterns with wisdom. Now apply the lower lock, Moolband. Tighten the area between the anus and the pelvis. Hold it, turn it inwards towards the tailbone, and release it. Do this 2 more times. To reverse problems of prostrate, dribbling of urine, old age related weakening of the pelvic area, prolapse of the uterus. We now practice something which is very beneficial in a tranquilizing pranayam category. reduces stress, anxiety, panic attacks, forgetfulness, makes us sleep better, lessens dreams. It is called Brahmari Pranayam with Unmani Mudra. For this, we get comfortably seated, Padmasana, lotus pose always preferred. We inhale fully and not only fill our lungs but our whole body with oxygenated air. We then plug our ears close to do a humming sound exhaling to feel the vibrations in the frontal part of the face. But before that, we touch upon our other four senses. That of sight with the index finger, that of smell with the middle finger, that of taste with the tips of the ring finger, and that of touch with the tips of the little finger on either side of the chin. This was a combination again of Asan, Padmasan, Pranayam, Brahmari Mudra, and a mudra of hands also, Shanmukhi. In the humming bee, the West calls it humming bee, for better sleep. We now do Gunakar Pranayam. As the name suggests, Gunakar is multiplication. Keeping the right hand in Nasagraha Mudra, we close the right nostril with the right thumb. Drawing air in from the right shoulder up the left nostril, we inhale. We hold the inhalation not only in our lungs, not only in the Chidakash, but the whole body. And we then exhale from the right nostril via the left shoulder. Inhale now from the left shoulder up the right nostril. Exhale from the left nostril out of the right shoulder. Gunakar Pranayam, multiplication. Last round of Gunakar Pranayam. Concentrate here. Use Mool Bandh. Padmasan, Gunakar Pranayam, a mudra in the left hand, and a mool band. Asan, pranayam, mudra, band. Okay? And everything, we are aware whenever there is a problem. Everything will fall into place. Last round, Gunakar Pranayam. Last round, discontinue the practice. After bringing the hand down, do a round of palming. Rub the palms beautifully. The speed or the pressure is not important. Producing prana, the urja, the energy is important. We are divinities ourselves. We are divine. Our own higher self is Bhagwan Atma. We're just telling our own higher self to bring in those energies in our hathelis, to emit them through the eyelids into our own slightly less higher selves. Could be ill health, could be busy mind, could be low feeling, could be stress. In a jiffy, we can get ourselves back into that divinity. Takes a moment. Thank you all. Hari Om Tat Sat.